Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway. Well, we all know of Johan Cruyff as the father of total football, but what can we expect from him on the pitch, Jim?
He'll be the conductor, Peter, making sure that his team creates space and make good use of it. I expect him to be running the show and adding a touch of class to proceedings.
Yeah, winning with style, and that's what he has always been about.
Always.
Messi, he's found a way through. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
That's very neat. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
And he decides to cross it. Piqué clears it away.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Hernes. Luis Suarez.
Rummenigge really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Manchester United look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Piqué. Baresi. That has ended up in no man's land. Del Piero. Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff. Can he finish? Maldini tries to clear. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Del Piero. Turns back here, probably the best option. Irwin is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That has been slung wide. Tries to play it through. Takes a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Yaya Toure. Irwin is one whose deliveries we all know about. Now Davids. Great ball, and he's in here. Goes for a shot. And this could be the final action of the first half. And it's been taken short. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. And we are up to the break.
Arsenal really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. So off we go once more.
Arsenal are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And no, that was never going to make... Oh no, what has happened here? Oh, that's fabulous. Shapes to shoot! Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway. Iker Casillas, Jim, a man considered amongst the greatest ever when it comes to goalkeeping.
Yeah, and it's all...
And Zola! World class from Zola!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Cannavaro pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Some good work on the right flank here. So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Goes for the shot! They just took too long getting forward.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
Kaka. First quarter of an hour gone. And it's Yaya Toure. Zola.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Davids is a perfect combination of brain and brawn.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Just eases him off the ball. Played out wide. And he's managed to get free. Albert Ferrer, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. David Villa hurtling down that right flank. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Irwin. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. And it's Kaka. Lovely ball and a real... He's having a shot! And he hits the net! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Oh, easy pickings there. Yaya Toure. Showing good feet. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
सब लोगों को वेलकम टू स्ट्रीम बाय बाय जो जो
So
लोग
he's
देख रहे हैं
plotting
एक लाइक कर
something
देना
before
चैनल को
playing it
सब्सक्राइब कर
in.
देना भाई
Here's a chance! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Arsenal really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Arsenal ahead 2-0 and they are looking good. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Zola. Pass somewhat off target. He is through here. And he's in Kaka! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Kaka is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Zola with the short one. Zola. And Zola! Oh, split-second reaction.
Zola really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. He's had a shot! De Bruyne. Now that looks a decent ball. Irwin. Davids running with the ball. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he is going into that little black book. And he's forced to go back. Van Dijk. Baresi is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. No, he's not getting his way this time. Zola. Now it's Mbappe, and he's found a way. Mbappe! Just cruising! They are cruising! And the lead is extended still further. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
A case now of complete control. Albert Ferrer gets a foot in here, and it's Azar. Played back in. Piqué tries to clear. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Totti coming on here, a change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Great chance! Oh, extraordinary. De Bruyne. Xavi Alonso. Here's Cannavaro. Xavi Alonso. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. There won't be another chance after this one. Oh, some tackle that. Good chance here! This their second corner of the game. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. And that will be the final act. Arsenal really have hit the heights, a tour de force that has left their opponents reeling, and that is what tends to happen when... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway. Cruyff turning out for what will be his 400th appearance. There's precious little point talking of anyone else here today, Jim.
Well, this couldn't have happened to a better player, Peter. I say big congratulations to him. Someone who's told me on many occasions that his greatest motivation to keep playing is the love of the game. That's what it's all about.
And this is Cruyff! Oh, it's come off the upright. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Davids. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Chance! and kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And he's quick to get it clear again. Beckham. David Villa. And it's Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Portugal with the corner, they're first. Oh, what a climb! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Beckham to take it as usual. Zola is there and he can get that clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And here's Cruyff. A header! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Messi. He's gone for goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
Toure cuts out the pass. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. And this is Zola. Takes a shot! Oh, that was wicked. A truly wicked effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Hi, bye, hi, welcome to Steam. Raj boy, bye, welcome to Steam.
David Villa. This is promising. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Kaka. Varane was in no mood for any of that. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that goes for the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. And we are up to the break.
What an end to the
By
half,
Jojo
Peter.
Banana,
A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
No goal. Oh, shooting chance! And it's a goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
He's had a shot! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Portugal can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Ambitious ball here. Good ball, good take. Kaka! So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants...
Adriano! It is a fantastic goal! About as smooth as it gets! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Messi, a player who needs no introduction. And this Cruyff, decent chance! Goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Arsenal go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Tries to play it through. Oh, good ball! And he shoots! Great. Has a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Messi! That's another chance! They want to be quick to recover this.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
And Zola! And that would have won it.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
No, he's not getting any further than that. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Van Dijk. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Irwin is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Zola! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
That's an imaginative pass. Van Dijk. 5 minutes to add. And it's Messi. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Arsenal are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner. Cruyff. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go. Al Nassr have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add, and it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course, so with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play, and of course, the right service into the box.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Mendes picks it up out wide, and he gets rid in a hurry. Now that looks a decent ball. Back into the middle.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Kaká! Just eases him off the ball. Spread it left. Otto, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Pato wins the duel this time. Out towards the flank. Neither side yet able to find the net. And here's Cruyff. Oh, strongly challenged there. Oh, cracking ball. Oh, good take in a good area. Cleared without complication. Kaká. Davids. Little pass back. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, what a ball! Can he finish? Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Arsenal have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really...
Oh, what has happened here? And he thumps it clear. Irwin is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Tries to pass it through. And that is as far as they're going to go.
Arsenal can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Neymar. And here's Cruyff. Nicely weighted ball. Nice interception, well timed. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment. Chance, surely! It's bounced back off the post. That's really well cleared. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the first 45 minutes are up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Arsenal are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Arsenal carrying a 1-goal lead. And it's Messi. Messi hurtling down that right flank. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Looking for the run, and that's been slipped through. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And here's Cruyff. That is good strength. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Piqué has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Can he get it through? And that pass just didn't quite work. Khan gets rid without sophistication. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Kaka. Played out towards the right wing, and that was nowhere near his best. That's a lovely, neat pass. Neymar. Cruyff. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. He's going for goal! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Just a quarter of an hour to play.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible. Arsenal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Davids eases the ball away from him. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Toure spots it and intercepts.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Takes a shot! He scores! And this is getting better and better. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Arsenal clearly now in lead preservation mode. Messi. Yaya Toure can so cleverly bypass the press. That's good play. And there goes the final whistle. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Goes looking wide. The less said about that pass, the better. Now it's Messi. Makaleli. And here's Soboslai. And he's had it nicked away. Quarter of an hour played. And it's Cruyff. Driving forward. The ball's gone astray. Cruyff purring through the gears. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Makaleli conjures time and space where few can. Driving on and making good progress. Has a look and plays it forward. Messi. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, that's well spotted.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Soboslai.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Kaká. And the ball is out of play. Baresi is there and he can pick it up. Irwin is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Now it's Cruyff. That's a nicely weighted pass. Kaká will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Zola, great challenge, timed to perfection.
Zola really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, they've got it again. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed. So neither side has yet broken through. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And already we're underway here. Well, there is Del Piero! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Ambitious ball here. And he's taking no chances there. Zanetti. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Played back in. Kaka. And this is Cruyff. Knocks it into space. Picked out brilliantly. And Messi! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Kaka. Cafu. Now Kaká. Great vision. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Quarter of an hour played. And here's Zola. This looks promising. Cruyff can so cleverly bypass the press. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Cruyff really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Kaká. Can he get on the end of this? Messi received. Applies the foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking. Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery. Well played and well cleared.
And he's quick to snatch it back. And this is Cruyff. Cruyff! Goal! Arsenal! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle and it was a very good finish. And I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Arsenal have broken through. And Del Piero!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out
हाँ
to be
भाई
a
तुम्हारे
pivotal
साथ वन
moment.
वर्सेस वन खेलेगा.
Out for a throw.
भाई तुम्हारे साथ खेलेगा दर ये मैच बाद में तुम्हारे साथ खेलेगा वन वर्सेस वन.
And it's Del Piero. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet.
Del Piero really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Gabriel kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Del Piero. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Decent progress down the left. Zanetti. And it's half-time here. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
भाई डिवीजन 1 पे हूँ ना.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved a little
थोड़ा
bit
इधर
more.
ज़्यादा साउंड हो रहा है माइक चल रहा है इसलिए
Arsenal can
साउंड
be
ऑफ है.
fairly
ठीक है.
satisfied then.
जो तो
It's
नया
so
है
far
चैनल
so
को
good for
सब्सक्राइब कर
them.
देना भाई.
And it's 1-0 at the break. And we're off again. Arsenal carrying a one-goal lead. Zola will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Cruyff. Irwin. Zola is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Irwin has it in a wide position. And it's Cruyff. Argentina needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Cruyff! That was superb goalkeeping.
Cruyff clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Zola goes short. Zola does well to stand firm and defend it. Argentina have the chance to go the other way. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Irwin just loves to go forward whenever he can. He came in hard, very hard.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now it's Aubameyang. Now it's Cruyff. Davids calmly anticipates. Irwin is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. And it's Del Piero.
Argentina really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again. Great chance!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Davids. The ball has bounced loose now.
Arsenal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Messi. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Argentina have got it back and they'll have another go.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that...
And the shot!
Argentina really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Zola. Arsenal close now to seeing this one through to the end. Now it's Cruyff. That's that, the end. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Cruyff claiming the Man of the Match award and
इसके बाद कौन खेलेगा?
well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up. And Messi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Can he get it through? Caught offside that time. Yaya Toure. Now it's Cruyff. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Messi. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Saliba. Now that looks a decent ball. Takes a shot! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Paris Saint-Germain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And they've switched it over to the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Arsenal leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Neymar. That's good play. Oh, he's been flattened there. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Davids has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Davids. Oh, that's well spotted. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Now it's Neymar. Messi. Can he spark a counter here? Davids. Aimed beyond the defence. Zola picks it up out wide. Zola! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Upamecano. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. That's an imaginative pass. Big chance! It is a fantastic goal! About as smooth as it gets. Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will...
And Messi! Messi! From another planet! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they get themselves in front. He has given that the lot. Bang!
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Arsenal go into the lead. Tries a shot! Baresi gets rid without sophistication. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well read, nice interception. Baresi is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. Neymar. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And they're not going to make any further progress now. He's got away. Saliba wins the duel this time. Neymar. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Zola. Irwin. Lovely bit of skill. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. And he's there to get it away. Passing is crisp and sharp. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Arsenal are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. There's the start of the second half. Davids. Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure conjures time and space where few can. Van Dijk. Piqué. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Messi. And it's Xabi Alonso. Xabi Alonso. Davids. Now Kaká. Now it's Cruyff. Looking for options for movement. Oh, shooting chance! They've done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And now he has 2. So the lead now is 2.
You can certainly...
Messi! Relentless! Just relentless! 3! He is flying! A vast presence, and there is no stopping him. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And Cruyff! And somehow he kept it out.
Arsenal certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Arsenal with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. Messi, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And now they can spring out of defence. Kaká pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Cruyff. Upamecano. Out towards the flank. Baresi. Kaká quietly revving up. Irwin. And it's Davids. Pressing high and with purpose. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Messi being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
It's played through for him. And he shoots! It's a goal! Just cruising! They are cruising! And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Marquinhos. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Irwin, looking to play him in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Zola! He's got a goal! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
It's become a case of men against boys. And they're back on the ball again. Baresi. That is ended up in no man's land. And that is as far as they're going to go. Van Dijk. Irwin. Arsenal clearly now in lead preservation mode. Now Piqué. And that could set him on his way. Now he's off and running. And there goes the final whistle. Arsenal, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now.